You guys do service from the sidewalk?
No, I'm just wondering what you're videotaping.
Oh, just the bank.
For what reason?
I don't have to give you a reason.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I didn't call you.
No, I know that. They called us.
Okay.
They're concerned because you're videotaping people inside the bank.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're doing that?
Do I have to have a reason?
Say that again?
Do I have to have a reason?
Nope.
All right. Name and badge number?
Officer Birch, 508.
He's scaring our customers.
Well, yeah, what he's doing is a little strange. No doubt about
Yes,
it.
in a bank.
Yeah, I mean,
He's scaring our customers. She was afraid to come out.
All right, guys, the moment this video begins, the tension is already boiling. A man is calmly filming a bank from a public sidewalk, exercising a right that should never be questioned. But within seconds, employees panic, phones dial, and officers rush in like a threat has been unleashed. What starts as silence suddenly becomes a storm of accusations, confusion, and pressure. Officers admit he has the right to record, yet they twist their words, stretching imaginary laws to corner him. Their frustration leaks through every sentence, refusing to accept that knowledge beats authority. But the filmer stands firm, unmoved and unshaken. And that stubborn resistance is exactly what triggers what happens next.
Said a
Thank
word.
you.
I
Thank
gotcha.
you.
I got permission.
From who?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, well, there you go. Have that back. Yeah, so they were just concerned. Obviously, they have a place of business here that they're trying to run, and when customers are concerned, they're going to call them.
All right.
So that's why
That was quick.
What's that?
You guys came here in record time.
You keeping record?
This is oh, shit. Look at that.
What's up? Yeah, we're all good.
So is my permission good enough?
Well, I mean, we got to talk with.
When the first officer steps in, the atmosphere heats up instantly. He knows the man isn't breaking the law, but he still tries to make him justify his presence. Something he never has to do. The bank staff insists they feel scared, even though the man hasn't spoken to anyone. That's when excuses start piling up, each one weaker than the last. Suddenly, the officer claims customers need permission before being recorded in public. Then he calls the filmer's behavior strange, trying to label it suspicious to gain leverage. What we're watching here is the oldest tactic in the book. Push fear, create doubt, and hope the civilian backs down. But this civilian isn't going anywhere.
The bank, I would imagine that
Yeah.
this is probably still bank.
Can you
property.
ask them why they're recording me? They're scaring me right there. See that?
Hey, what? Their cameras?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, every bank has cameras.
So
Every bank in America has cameras.
I didn't call the cops on them.
No, but you elected to come here.
Yeah, but this is public.
Right, but you came here, right, knowing that there's surveillance cameras. So,
Well, she came here knowing that I'm videotaping too.
well, it wasn't her that was concerned. The lady was already in the bank. Then you showed up.
No. She came out first. I didn't say a word to anybody.
You didn't have to say a word to anybody to make them feel uneasy, right?
Okay.
So they're concerned because you're.
By now, more officers arrive, turning the sidewalk into a staged performance of authority. They admit every bank uses surveillance cameras, yet somehow this man's camera is the threat. The contradictions stack higher and higher. Public space magically becomes private. Windows supposedly become protected zones, and discomfort is pushed as if it were law. One officer completely fabricates a rule about filming inside a business through a window, a claim that collapses the moment you test it. Still, he repeats it with confidence, hoping repetition will transform fiction into fact. But the filmer exposes each lie with calm questions that land harder than accusations. The cracks in their story start showing for everyone watching.
Videotaping people who do not want to be videotaped.
Yeah, but I got permission.
That's
saw
not
it.
real permission. You need permission for the people you're videotaping to videotape.
Oh yeah, what's that law?
You can videotape them out here. You cannot videotape them in there. They have an
Oh, like-
expectation of privacy.
Like
in
this?
there.
I
That's
can't do
correct.
that.
That's correct. So if people don't want to be videotaped inside a private entity, they have the right to refuse it.
So I can't videotape through the window?
You can't videotape into a private business, no. The same I
Really?
could videotape into your home. That's
Okay.
the same. They have an expectation of privacy in there.
I think you need to read the law, sir.
Telling you why we're here. That's why they call.
Okay, so I can't point over here.
You should not be videotaping people.
Okay,
inside
what are you
the
going to do
building.
about it if I
At this point, the officers shift strategies. If legal pressure doesn't work, intimidation will. They criticize his motives, call him a weirdo, and pretend public curiosity equals criminal intent. Another officer tries to force him backwards, pretending the sidewalk comes with invisible boundaries he controls. But the man refuses to budge, standing firm on a piece of ground that belongs equally to him as to anyone else. And that refusal enrages them. One cop even tries to guilt trip him, saying customers are uneasy, ignoring the fact that recording in public is not a threat, unless someone wants to hide something. It becomes painfully obvious that none of this is about safety. It's about control.
do?
If it's catching footage inside, you can't be doing it.
Oh yeah, it's catching footage, definitely.
All right, then maybe you should stand a little further back.
I'll be on the street.
Maybe
Don't
back
get up in the
that way.
car.
No, you can't tell me where I stand.
Okay. Well, here's the
But
thing,
you,
dude.
like, go ahead.
Like, okay, I get it's a public sidewalk. You have a right to be out here.
Okay,
All
they're
right,
recording me
but-
right there.
Okay, you don't got to be here.
Seem to be here.
You don't got to be here.
Okay, I
You
could
are
videotape
elected
right
to
into.
be in this
Look at this. I'm going to zoom right in.
So here's the thing.
Zooming in.
I get what you're doing. All right, you're one of these like, First Amendment guys. That's cool, and all, but here's the thing: you can't expect to not upset people. If I was in there as a customer doing my financial business,
Okay.
I come out here and some weirdo sticking a camera in my face, I'd be a little concerned.
Right here, the confrontation spikes. An officer finally drops a mask and exposes how deep his ego runs. He threatens prison time. Yes, prison. If he discovers a man violated anyone's rights. A claim he never explains because he can't. It's pure intimidation, nothing more. That's when the filmer pushes back harder, demanding badge numbers and exposing the officer's lack of law knowledge. Every response from law enforcement becomes more emotional, more defensive, and more revealing. They accuse him of clickbait, accuse him of baiting, accuse him of anything that distracts from the real issue. They cannot cite a single law he has broken, and that silence speaks louder than any threat.
Is that why you guys have cameras too? So you can upset people?
Well, we have these for
Okay, well,
documentation
it's upsetting me.
purposes. Well,
They're
well,
upsetting
like I
me
said,
too.
You don't got to be here. You don't got to be here.
But I want to be right here.
Okay, like I said, you're elected.
I'm not
to
moving
be...
anywhere, just so you know.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to be
That's fine.
videotaping into the bank. I'm not walking in.
Okay, well here's the
But
thing.
check this out.
Check it out. I'll check it out. And here's the thing: since you want to be so cool and cooperative, if I do find out that you violated anything else, I'm going to show you the inside of a prison cell.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your name, badge number?
Azar 487.
All right.
Okay? Just so we're clear. If I find out you're
What do you
violating
mean
any
if
laws,
you find out?
well, you want me to look up the law, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Eventually, one officer pretends he's going to look up the law, a moment almost comedic in its desperation. When he returns, he still can't identify any rule violated, only the obvious one. Entering the business without permission is trespassing, which the filmer already knew. Instead of admitting defeat, the officer tries to insult his intelligence, hoping disrespect can mask incompetence. But by now, the power dynamic has flipped. The filmer exposes everything on camera, showing the audience exactly how police invent rules when reality doesn't serve them. Their tone becomes bitter, their confidence cracks, and the walk of shame begins as they retreat into excuse after excuse.
That's what I'm going to go
Yeah.
do. Okay? All right? Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we got for you.
Did you find out what the law is from the bankers?
Well, here's what we got for you. You're not allowed to go into the business, okay? If you go into the business, you'll be arrested for trespassing.
I already knew that before I came here.
There you go. Now you know.
Do you know what the law is? I could go like this. So did you find out what the fucking law is?
You're a real smart guy, huh?
Yeah.
You know what the law is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't.
You can try
And you're a fucking
clickbait as
police
much as you
officer.
want. You can try and clickbait as much as you want. Okay? If you step into the bank, you'll be arrested.
All right.
Okay?
I
Have a
already
good day.
knew that. I already, don't tell me to fucking direct
Have a
us,
good
okay?
day. You have a good
All right.
day.
You know what? You don't know what the law is, and you tell me, oh, if I find out, I'm gonna fucking put you in jail.
Go pound sand, buddy.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a good day.
That's
All
true.
right, dude, like and subscribe,
Have a
right?
good day.
Like and
Have a good
subscribe.
Hopefully,
Now the final unraveling hits. The officers contradict their earlier statements, desperately trying to repair the damage. One claims he never said, recording through windows was illegal, even though minutes earlier he insisted it was. Another officer tries humor to deflect the embarrassment, mocking the filmer's subscriber count, failing to realize he's being broadcast to thousands. Meanwhile, the filmer stays calm, steady, and unbothered, proving that knowledge is the strongest weapon a civilian can carry. Badge numbers are finally given without attitude, and one officer even admits the filmer is within his rights. It's the closest thing to honesty we hear the entire interaction.
He just gives you bond money when you mess up.
Yep. Don't worry, I won't. So he told me I can't record into Windows because he didn't know what the law is.
I told you couldn't zoom into windows when people have an expectation of privacy is what I told you.
Well, I just did zoom into Windows and I could all day.
Okay. He's doing what he can to try and bait people in so we can use YouTube.
They got a
channel
camera
to go
too,
from 5
pointing at me.
people to 10 people.
You guys have cameras, right?
Dude, I mean, listen, man, you can record 24 hours a day. You might go up from 5 subscribers to 10.
All right. I'll show all my 11 subscribers.
Good butt.
All right. Name and badge number?
Dixon 783.
All right. I like the stripes.
Thank you.
Thanks. You're the cool one.
And in the closing moments, the documentary truth becomes brutally clear. When citizens record businesses, it's called auditing, evaluating behavior, accountability, and transparency. But when citizens record police, suddenly it becomes baiting. That double standard reveals everything about the power dynamic in modern policing. Officers love authority, but fear accountability. They enforce laws they barely understand, expecting civilians to obey commands that don't exist. And that's exactly why knowing your rights is no longer optional. It's essential. This interaction shows how quickly misinformation can become a weapon and how vital cameras are in exposing it. Always record. Always stand your ground. And always know the law better than those who